What's crack-a-lacking, guys and girls? Hopefully everyone's doing alright. I know I am, but I can imagine a lot of people are a bit miffed over this second lockdown period. For those of you who follow me on my Facebook channel, you'll know that I did actually make a video prior to making this video outlining that I'm going to be riding solo because I don't want anyone to misinterpret any videos I may future upload, or upload in the future, sorry. That I'm riding with anyone else. You know, I'm going to be adhering to the new lockdown measures, and of course, being as I'm riding today, I am classifying it as exercise. Good idea, as always, for me to swing a leg over the lever. I need to reacclimate myself to it because, you know, I've been on a stump jumper for so long, actually. You know, there's just something to be said about riding an Eaves, and not to mention, it is a bit chilly today, so what better time for me to ride the Eaves than now? But as I always say anyway, stick around. Should hopefully be a really interesting time, and if you like this type of stuff, make sure you hit that like button, comment down below, and as always, enjoy the show. So let's see what we get up to today. And this may look familiar to some of you who've seen my previous content. I have taken this route before, but I figure we might as well head up to Birmingham and see what's going on around there. So one of the reasons why I swung a leg over the lever, like I said, is because I really needed to reacclimate myself to this bike. Not so much in terms of geometry, because my lever and my stump jumper are very similar. You know, mild discrepancies such as chainstay length and such, but, you know, head angle, reach, near enough identical. But more so regarding the e-power, because the more I kept on riding the stump jumper, the more I kept on just knowing when to conserve energy and when to expel it. I mean, even now I'm just in eco mode, which is enough to say that much. One thing I will say, actually, for anyone who watches my content, who gets inspired to, you know, take to the bike, is, as bad as it sounds, you better start looking now, because from what I've been hearing from numerous resources, or sources should I say, is that come 2021, bike prices, they're going to go up, and they're going to go up considerable. I mean, I know some people would say 10% ain't noticeable, but, you know, I say it is. So, goes without saying, their bike prices will be going up. And I know they're saying, oh, it's to the discrepancy of the distributor, but I'm figuring if the distributors had to pay a little bit more to get them in, they're not going to say, okay, well, you know, the customer ain't going to have to pay for that. Of course they're not going to say that. Jarring, that is. At least the suspension was up for it. Okay, rather than going down there, I think we can get up to Birmingham this way. Speaking of, some people have asked me, what happened to your Levo hardtail? My answer to that is, still got it, still use it. Bike's been upgraded heavily, but you know, that bike is I save it for the rainy days, the rainy, muddy days in which, you know, if I'm out on the e-bike, you know, I don't want to be spending too much time cleaning it afterwards and such. So, yeah, I wouldn't go as far as to say that I've conserved the Levo hardtail for a winter bike, but it's that bike in which I use when, if I know that the bikes are going to get muddy and dirty, then I will use it knowing that it's a hell of a lot easier to clean afterwards. Case in point, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you maintain your bikes.
and they'll look after you. Around here looks boggy. I was going to say any more boggy actually, and I would have been regretting using this bike. Would have been like, flipping heck, I should have used the Levo hardtail. But I'll say one thing, these E-Wilds, they're doing the job. They're doing the job. By the way, if anyone's curious, so I'm rocking the Michelin E-Wilds front and rear, 27.5 by a 2.6. And they're doing pretty well. Boggy, boggy. Ah, nice lever. Very nice. Oh, sorry. As I was saying, I'm confining my efforts so that I'm on my own, but seeing the odd random person here, there and everywhere is kind of inevitable. Hence the reason why I'm kind of avoiding like any main areas. Like it's unlikely that I'll be going to Sandwell Valley within the 4 weeks that this lockdown's on, namely because there's just going to be too many people around. But you know, I want to live, basically, ladies and gentlemen. I want to live. All right, so if I'm not mistaken, our turning is here. And ladies and gentlemen, we're at the canal path. Oh. By the way, it's this way to Birmingham. That way is going up to the backcountry. Oh, let's rock. Yeah, there's an idea. Maybe I can do a video about the different types of helmets. I can show you guys my downhill helmet, my enduro helmet. My 2 trail helmets and my cross-country lid and my commuter lid. Yeah, wouldn't that be something? Oh, that roadie looks like he was putting the Strava run in there. Fair play. Incidentally, for anyone who's wondering, local bike shops are considered an essential shop, to which they are still open. So fear not for anyone who is using a bike still. Sorry, miss. Thank you. So fear not for anyone who's reluctant to use their bike, for fear that if anything happens, they're kind of screwed because they can't get it serviced or anything. because you can. Well, I say that, but obviously there will be discrepancies depending on your local bike shop, so
GoPro died on me as always. I swear I need to get into the habit of charging my stuff as often as what I use it. But needless to say, anyway, we're effectively in we're at Broad Street now. Actually, I thought let me just come to one side just so that I can actually just make this quick recording. But like I said, let's see what else we can get up to. We're in Birmingham. We might as well explore it a little bit more. So stay tuned and let's see what we get up to.
okay, let's see what else we can get up to whilst we're here. So just FYI, so we came in, or I came in, sorry, up through there. But as you can see, they're building the metro. Like I said, fancy of a cyclist around and about. We got through that without dabbing. Okay. Okay, that's new. I didn't see that before. Interesting. Like I said, it's been a while since I've actually been up here. So, yeah. Okay, we're cool. Always look left and right, people. In theory, they should still be open. Yes! They are, I think. I hope. If they're closed, then I'm screwed. Yeah, they're open. Awesome. Always important to make sure that you got your mask with you. You never know. Great thing is, actually, is that my mask always lives on me. I'm fine. Am I okay to leave my bike around here so I can have a look? On the railing? Cool. Fair play. I remember, actually, before this was called Pure Electric, actually, I think it was called something else, actually, but I did come here to get a really... this lock. It was this lock. I still have this lock, actually. Obviously, it's a different company, but that lock's pretty decent, actually. Obviously, you got your bits and pieces for bike maintenance. Half this tools here, actually, I have to actually. So, crank extractor, chain whip, chain breaker tool, or your numerous bits and pieces of bike cleaner and such actually, tubeless sealant. DHR, high roller, where's your DHF? Ardent, high roller. Pity you don't have an aggressor. Sorry to be a pain. Do you mind if you just do me a quick walk around as to what brands you cover?
In terms of
Electric bikes.
Yeah, I think we're waiting on the roads. Do Orbea, Rally, Scott, Giant. We can order Specialized.
Can you?
Yeah.
Fair play. I didn't even realise that actually.
Q. We've got Bergamot. Q Bergamot.
How do you?
Yeah, German brand high bike.
Cool. Is that the with the Bosch motor or the?
Bosch motor and Yamaha.
Yamaha.
The flying stuff we can get.
Okay.
Which is got the higher torque rating and stuff.
Cool.
Flats, Marshall air full stuff. Lapierre as well. Lapierre full suspension.
Is that Orbea? Is it the new Rise or is it the
That one's the Wild.
the Wild FS? Fair play. That brings me to a good point actually. So are you guys hit because of so much supply and chain demand which is breaking up?
Yeah, things aren't coming in as quick as they can do, but in terms of stock levels compared to other people, we're pretty good.
Fair play.
In, so.
Gotcha. And are you a certified mechanic for these brands as well? So if there are any problems, you come in and which.
Yeah, we can all Bosch certified, Yamaha, all that stuff. Yeah.
Perfect. I'll be sure to swing some people down your way. Actually, you never know. Actually, cool.
So we do things like folding bikes when you go side.
Oh, perfect.
We do cargo bike as well. This one's designed to carry a lot more load. You can actually get 2 batteries in that one.
Oh, okay.
You can get a spare battery, you can get a chair for the back, you can get child seats for the back.
Fair play.
It's designed to actually carry a good load to it.
So, in which case, in terms of the people you're seeing who buys electric bikes, actually, especially around here in Birmingham, because it's a city, I mean, would you say that that's something which goes more popular? Because obviously, I do more mountain biking, so in which case,
to be honest, we do a lot of entry-level mountain bikes. You get a lot of hybrids and commuter bikes more. In terms of things like cargo bikes, it is very specific. So you'll be looking at people who want to run small businesses and have to carry loads. So they have to carry stock and stuff around, and they can.
Fair play. And as for the rack, actually, I mean, what's the rated weight of the rack it can carry? I mean, I know some of the like 20 to 20.
I'm not sure. It carries a person, so you're looking at.
Ooh.
You can actually have a bench for someone to sit on the back, so you're looking at.
No way.
Probably close to 100 kilos.
Bloody hell, that's pretty impressive, ladies and gentlemen. Check that out.
This is a very entry-level cargo bike. We've got quite a decent range of cargo bikes as well, so we just don't have it in the store because we're not arranged for that one. So.
I see. But it's something in which if someone expressed concern.
If someone wants a cargo bike, yeah, we can get hold of them.
Fair play.
Size-wise, you've got. So that's that. Then you've got.
Whoa! A seat post within a seat post.
And you've got that. Can actually
raise up even further.
You can pull it forward, pull it down.
So it's an adjustable seat.
So really and truly, you can. If you're pretty tall, you'll still be able to ride.
Bloody hell, that's incredible. Actually, I'm looking at the size of wheels. Actually, they look like a 20-inch wheel. So
yeah, they're more like a 20-inch wheel. If you look at the bracing on the spokes, it's more like a fat bike design. So you've got the spokes aren't exactly in line. They're braced wider so to carry better loads.
Oh, okay. But still laced in the same pattern as what you'd find in.
Yeah, laced in a similar pattern. It's just they're braced wider, so it's a really wide room.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
This is a trekking bike.
Trekking.
Everything's electric.
So you don't actually carry regular bikes? Oh!
Pure electric.
Oh, duh.
Yeah, we do normal servicing on normal bikes.
Okay.
All day long, yeah. We don't just service e-bikes. We just sell e-bikes and e-scooters, but we service anything.
Fair play. That is good to know, actually, especially if someone breaks down, because I don't think there's a Halfords close by around here, actually. So
what we do most of the time, from a bronze service to a gold service, same day turnaround. So we get them done pretty quick. Most places of late have been booking in 2-3 weeks, whereas we'll do same day most of the time.
So effectively, you don't have to buy a bike, you can actually just get the service, knowing that you've got... Interesting. Gotcha. So the live is the female variant, isn't it? Gotcha. So with the Giant, is it the Fathom, is it, or the...
That's the daily tour.
Daily tour. Gotcha. But by chance, I mean, even though these are the hybrids actually, I mean, say if someone wanted to get it more dialed in for a specific application, could you aid that customer in doing so?
You could try, yeah, definitely.
Fair play. And what kind of warranty does Giant and all the other brands offer, or is it different?
Normally things like, so for instance, you get 2 years on a Bosch system. Normally like the frame stuff is normally for 3 years. Or they do lifetime warranty in their frame.
Oh, is that with the exception of maybe like alloy versus carbon, or is it throughout all of their...
Throughout the range. They do lifetime warranty in their frames, whereas like some companies like Giant to do 1 year, 2 years. But in terms of like the motors, the electricals, Yamaha, Bosch, they normally cover it for 2 years for 500 charge cycles. So.
Gotcha. So if anything, I mean, I know that with the dealers, they'd always be the main person to come back to in terms of any problems.
Come to us and we'll sort it.
Gotcha. And throwing it out there, because I know that a lot of people always express concern for this actually, and even I've had to kind of go about things a bit unorthodox. But let's say hypothetically that someone buys a bike online, because I know that you guys do online things, but they didn't get it from this shop. If they have a problem, which is within the warranty period, and you do deal with that brand.
In terms of, so if they bought it from a different retailer, completely different retailer, normally we would say go back to the retailer for the warranty. If it's something like Bosch, it's something we can do. We'll try and help you out the best we can. But in terms of actual warranty, it's normally best to go back to the retailer you bought it from.
Gotcha.
And things like that, we can liaise with Giant themselves.
Okay.
And if they say we can do it, we should be able to do it.
Fair play. Not trying to put you on the spot by no means, actually. But
we're always trying to help people. So
that's the great power of the local bike shop.
We've got stores countrywide.
Fair play. So this isn't just the only one. Gotcha.
There's about 12 to 13 stores now, so ranging from Scotland down Southampton, Cardiff has opened recently. We've got online stores in France.
Really?
Yeah. We've got lights, we've got helmets, locks, mudguards, clothing, pedals.
You do clothes?
That's it.
Oh, fair play. I'm going to have another look around, actually. And, okay, so you do all the accessories covered, actually. I've seen that you actually sell tubeless sealant, actually. So are you able to do tubeless conversions whilst you're here?
Yeah.
Gotcha. So say, for argument's sake, if someone were to buy a bike online and they say, whilst it's in your shop, can you just do a tubeless? Is that an extra cost?
Yeah.
Just in case, how much, do you know? Or
£50.
per wheel or for both?
£50 for the setup.
£50 for the setup. That's cool. All right. Interesting. And just in case, actually, for people who are going to leave this question in the comment section, what is the popular bike which you find selling from your shop?
Normally a Cube Reaction. We sell quite a few Cube Reaction.
Is that that's the hardtail, isn't it?
Mountain bike, yeah.
Do you have one available for me to?
We're downstairs. We've got one downstairs. Yeah.
Cool.
The Cube Reaction is normally about £2.5. That's been a really popular one. Cube always get good value for money, so.
Okay, that's a good point, actually. So this is the okay. Cool. Let's have a look. See, actually. Okay. Is that 11 speed? 10. Oh yeah, 10 cogs. Fair play. 2.35 tyres. Fair play. Interesting. And that's the Bosch, isn't it? Bosch system.
Yep.
Gotcha. Do you know what battery's in there?
So it's 500.
5. Gotcha.
Whereas that one is the 625 watt-hour battery.
Oh, okay. What's the difference between the two?
Bit better spec on the on this one. So it's got I think it might be 12 speed on that.
Oh, okay. But both of them are primarily the same. Well,
in terms of your frame, yeah, you got the
it looked like alloy.
Frame practically the same. You've got a 625 watt-hour battery, so you got a lot more range. You've got better gears, slightly better brakes.
Both come with regular seat posts as well, so improvements if you want to add a drop of seat post.
Depends if it fits. A lot of bikes were catered for space in the frames. Some also with Bosch systems, because the 65 battery is bigger.
Oh, is it?
The Bosch system you can actually mount where it actually mounts into the frame. You can change the mounting point to add the longer battery.
Oh, so it's not. Even though it's using the same system, it may not be interchangeable in terms of the battery and such.
Depends on your frames and what they do. I think Scott do allow the space for a 625. So.
Oh, okay. And last but not least, is that the Lapia? Is that the one? Was it the Fazua motor? Gotcha. What's that like in your opinion? Have you tried it?
It's not as torquey. It feels more like a regular bike because it's a lot lighter. It's not as torquey as like your Bosch or your Yamaha systems. We don't really sell for people to travel with, but we sell with the idea that it's a lot lighter. You can actually run it without a battery at all, so it's a lot lighter than you just run it like a normal bike.
Gotcha. So there's none of that resistance in which you meet to 15.5 miles an hour?
Not really, no.
Fair. Do you mind if I have a quick pick-up of it to see what the weight is?
Yeah.
Thank you. Bloody... Is the battery in here?
Yeah.
Bloody hell, that is... Fair play. That is light, ladies and gentlemen.
So aiming it towards people who want that little bit of assistance up the hills, just not too much, but still have nice performing lightweight bike to throw around with there now.
Bloody hell, that is crazy actually. And
Carbon fibre.
this is carbon as well?
Yeah.
Fair play. That is... I'm not joking, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, okay, granted, it's not stump jumper light, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be honest. But if I were to compare this to my Levo upstairs, yeah, this is light. In terms of the torque, it's not as profound
they're
as...
not as fully torquey as you get with your Bosch motors. You're not... It's a cross between... It is an e-bike, but it's like... It's on the softer side of an e-bike. It's not fully, like...
It's not that sudden surge.
Sudden surge of power. You've got a nice amount of torque, and it does help you up hills, but it's not quite as crazy as you get with your Bosch motors and your Fly-Ons or Yamaha, so...
Fair play. So in which case, I mean, in your opinion,
Yeah.
I mean, I know that we haven't really talked about Bros, but you did say that you can get specialised in, but it's not a brand in which you predominantly carry.
It's not one where, in our store in particular, we're allowed to stock, because we're so close to the concept store.
Oh, I see. So effectively you're liaising with the Birmingham concept store to bring it in and then...
No, we'll get them in from Specialised Direct.
Oh, I see.
From the concept store, but because we're so close, contractual reasons, we can't display them.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. Which motor do you feel would be the most either reliable or the most noticeable in terms of power for anyone who's looking for an e-bike?
Reliability, I'd say Bosch for me.
Bosch.
Never really have any issues there. Aftercare is really good as well. If there's any issues, we can send off diagnostic reports to them. And they'll let us know. They'll send out a new motor, any parts we need. They can send them out if it's within warranty and stuff.
Gotcha.
They very rarely have any issues, from my experience.
Fair play. No, Nick, you've been ever so helpful in relation to this actually. So this is Pure Electric in Birmingham. Check them out. You've just heard what Nick said actually. Any problems, any concerns, just come down if you have any issues regarding the bikes. Not saying that you will. Bosch system seems to be the most reliable. They can order in surplus stock in which they don't currently have in shop. And obviously you can see that they do have quite a fast few bits and pieces for you to check out.
Well, that was interesting. So we've just finished having a look around Pure Electric, and you know what? I don't know why I actually thought that they were just a regular bike shop actually. It should have dawned on me that they only sell electric vehicles like electric bikes, electric scooters, so on and so forth. I know that a lot of people were saying that, you know, you can't get bikes for love nor money. And, yeah, if you're looking for an electric bike, well, granted, I didn't see anything in my size, but, you know, they kind of gave me the assurance that, you know, if you look online, if it's there, they'll get it. So, yeah, definitely go check them out anyway. But anyway, that's going to be me for now, because I figure I can't really think of anything further to do. But as I always say, guys, if you like this kind of stuff, make sure you hit that like button, comment down below. And until next week, take it easy.